So one of the most common questions I get asked on my Facebook page is, how do you take better pictures indoors in low light? And since the beginning, I've been telling everyone that you gotta have a speed light. Without a speed light, it's very difficult to do indoor photography. Right now, I'm shooting in ambient light. Okay, there's decent amount of ambient light, but even right now, if I were to photograph something, I would have to crank up my ISO. This much ambient light is still not enough because it's relatively cloudy outside. Okay, so speed light is basically a must. And to test my theory, this is what I did. I took a couple of pictures using like different cameras, one with the speed light, one without. So I used my D3S with my 7200 VR2 lens. Okay, top of the line body, top of the line lens. Combined value, you're looking at close to $8,000. Okay, so you would think that this camera and this lens would take a better picture indoors in low light compared to a mid-range camera, or even D3100, let's say, with a speed light. But honestly, the pictures with the other camera came out much better. I can't show you the camera because I'm actually recording on D7000 right now. That's what I used. So I used this, and I used D7000 with a prime lens and a speed light. Both apertures were at 2.8. So I'll share my results and I'll show you why it's necessary for you to have a speed light first before you get a prime lens.
Let's take a look at the two sample pictures. The picture on the right was taken with D3S and 70-200 VR2. It was shot at 2.8, 1/100th of a second, which is not really that fast, and ISO 2500, which is really high. Now D3S can handle this kind of ISO, but D7000 cannot. Okay, so right away you know that a regular camera cannot shoot at this ISO. It's going to have so much noise that the entire picture is just going to fall apart. Alright, so even with the prime lens, if you were to open it at 1.8, it's not going to help you because your ISO is still going to be pretty high. Picture on the left was taken with D7000. Let's compare the settings. Look at the difference in this. Same aperture, 2.8, but double my shutter speed, 1/200th of a second. And look at the ISO. I dropped it to ISO 400. Okay, so that is the difference the speed light is going to make. Even though this is faster shutter speed, but look at the background colors. Faster shutter speed, but because of the speed light, my background is still brighter. The only plus that I am going to give the right picture is that because of the zoom, it's just more blurrier. The background is much, but it's not like this is any, it's still, the other picture is still great, but with this, it's the bokeh is better. But overall, I like this picture better. I asked Danny, I showed him both pictures. He liked this one better. My wife liked this one better as well. I am leaning towards this, and it's, not only just the look, but also because of the noise. If you look at this picture, look at the noise in this picture. So if D3S is giving you this much noise, then any other camera, like regular DSLR, DSLR is going to fall apart at 2500 ISO. With this, I can drop my ISO to 400 and, get beautiful soft light. So it doesn't matter if you are photographing people indoors, or you're photographing a cake, or you're photographing a bouquet, or anything that is on the table. If you're looking for soft light and you're looking for low ISO, this is the better choice for you. I am all for prime lenses, but when it comes to upgrading it for indoor low light photography, you should consider speed light first and then get a prime lens. Now, if you do mostly outdoor photography and you don't do anything indoors, then obviously prime lens should be your first priority. But if you do photograph even 50% of the times indoors, look into a speed light before you purchase a prime lens. Now, if you could afford both, that's even better. All right, so share your opinions. Let me know which picture you like better. And if you have any questions or comments, just post them below. Hope all is well, and I'll talk to you guys later.